Alright, so let's talk a bit about the ways that we can make money from our Android applications. While there are many ways to monetize an Android app, and different people have different views on this, broadly speaking, there are three ways to make money: ads, paid apps, and selling in-app products. Now, in addition to that, there are sponsorships, where some company pays you to mention their name, and freelancing, where someone pays you to build an app for them. But these will not be covered in this course, as they relate more to how you market your skills rather than technical aspects of app building. So let's take them one by one and break them down into smaller concepts. You're probably already familiar with the ad-supported model. The user has free access to the app functionality, and in exchange, we are showing them ads that they can click on if they're interested. If a user clicks on an ad, as the owners of the application, we receive a fee. There are many ad supplier networks, but by far the largest supplier is Google, with their AdMob network. This is what we will be covering in great detail in this course. Now, at the time of the recording of this course, Google AdMob supports three types of ads. Banner ads, which are basically banners that you can place anywhere in your app, and you get a revenue whenever a user clicks on an ad. Interstitial ads are static, full-screen ads that you load and display to a user. They are usually placed at some transition point in the application. Similar to banner ads, we get revenue when the user clicks on the image. And we have rewarded ads, which are also full-screen ads. They can be static images or videos that the user needs to watch in order to access some functionality. We as developers get a revenue when the user watches the whole video and the user has access to the required functionality when they finish watching the video. If they interrupt the video before it is finished, they do not get access to the required functionality. Paid apps are apps that the user needs to pay for in order to use. We can have two separate versions of the app based on the same functionality, one that is free but has ads, and one that is paid and ad-free. We will see later on in the course how to configure an application to use the same codebase but produce two different versions, one free and one paid. Selling digital products is another way of monetizing your app. It's sometimes called the freemium model because you give the app to users for free and you sell products in the app. The classic example is selling coins in a game in order to buy in-game items. We will be looking at two types of digital products: the one-time purchase, which allows the user to buy it one time and consume the product in the app, and the subscription, which allows the user to pay a weekly, monthly, or annual fee depending on how we configure the subscription, and gives them unrestricted access to the required functionality. Now that we know what the general models are, let's compare them and see some advantages and disadvantages. Now keep in mind that these are subjective, which means some users might prefer one model over another. Ads. As some advantages, we have easy to implement and understand, work best when there is a large user base, and users get free access to functionality. Some disadvantages might include relatively low revenue, and they might be annoying for some users. Free versus paid app. Some advantages might include easy to implement. They can be combined with the ad model to tailor to different needs. And we can have multiple apps with multiple prices that give access to more and more functionality. The main disadvantage of a paid app is that users are used to getting apps for free and are reluctant to pay for an app. selling in-app products. Some advantages can include potential for higher earnings and great flexibility in the types and amount of products we can sell. Disadvantages: there might be some complexity in managing the life cycle of products, especially subscriptions. And we might find it hard to convince people to pay for in-app products. In the end, whichever model you choose depends on your app, your functionality, your goals, and your user base. You might want to experiment with different models to find out which one works best for you, or perhaps some combination of all three would be ideal. In any case, it's best to learn all three models in order to have more flexibility when you decide how to build your app.